WWE just pulled off one of the greatest dupes with everything related to Alexa Bliss, so we'll see what happened there. So how did WWE pull this off? Well, it looks like the initial reports of Alexa's return being delayed and scrapped from taking place on January 13th were true. But once WWE found out they had a mole that was revealing the Alexa Bliss intel, it looks like they decided to dupe the mole and everyone that would listen to them. WWE started to spread fake news and narratives to the moles that what Alexa Bliss was asking for in her new contract was far apart from what they were offering her, and how the new deal was never going to happen. The moles took the bait, reported it to the dirt sheets, and had everyone convinced that WWE and Alexa Bliss were parting ways. And it set up a perfect surprise return at the Royal Rumble. So just amazing deception there by WWE to set up that big twist. Even the Royal Rumble commentators poked fun at fans for listening to the dirt sheets and not having to believe everything you hear online. So WWE got everyone there with that situation and how it was handled. But the important part about this is the fact that Alexa Bliss is finally back. Alexa made her return at the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble. And you talk about Bray Wyatt and full circle things. Alexa Bliss returned at the same exact premium live event that she first disappeared at back in 2023. So a nice mini full circle moment. But the first thing to note about Alexa Bliss is her entire Royal Rumble wardrobe, because she was decked out in so many different Easter eggs to Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, and just the entire Wyatt universe overall. The first big thing to note is the usage of pain and play. That was the slogan that Alexa first started using when she was with Bray Wyatt. It was Alexa's response to Bray's usage of hurt and heal. So that usage of those words let us know that this version of Alexa Bliss is a version of her dark persona. On the shoulder of her jacket, you'll notice her logo that's inside of a red circle. The red circle is an iconic logo within the Wyatt universe. It's a fact that every single Wyatt Sicks member has a red circle on some part of their attire. So Alexa is now rocking the iconic red circle on her attire. She even had another red circle on her skirt portion of her entrance gear. Also on her skirt is a small patch of red and black pinstripes, identical to the pants the Fiend used to wear. It looks like Alexa's character now has on her gear as a way of remembering and always having the Fiend with her on the way to the ring. The back of Alexa's jacket had the words "Friend Forever" on it, and every letter in friend except the R was highlighted in red to also spell out Fiend Forever. Alexa's entire gear itself had a red and black color scheme to it as well. So just a full tribute attire to the Fiend Bray Wyatt, who was Alexa's close friend both on and off screen. Also can't forget Lilly and the Easter eggs that she now contains. So here's the two versions of Lilly, the old versus the new one. It's a big updated look for Lilly. She went from looking pretty basic and cartoonish to definitely evolving into a much scarier doll. The biggest Easter egg with the new Lilly is within her eyes. Lilly's left eye has an A in it, and her right eye has the same exact number 6. That's in all of the Wyatt Sicks merchandise. So this most definitely is something interesting. Alexa Bliss has all of the Bray Wyatt references and tributes on her gear. She has the red circle, just like how the rest of the Wyatt Sicks members have. And now Lilly has the same font number 6 that the Wyatts have in her eye as well. So what is going on here? Is Alexa Bliss independently representing the Wyatt universe on her own? Is she trying to send a message to the Wyatt Sicks that she's with them and wants in? It surely leaves a lot to wonder there. Gotta remember that the first report from way back did claim that Alexa's merchandise was being worked on for several months, back when the plan was to instantly reunite her with the Wyatt Sicks. So maybe that's why Lilly has the Wyatt's number 6 in her eye. That was the original plan. WWE has scrapped the Alexa and Wyatt Sicks plan by splitting them up. Alexa's on Raw and the Wyatts are on Smackdown. Plus the transfer window just ended with the Royal Rumble weekend, so no more switching brands and visiting other shows either. So at least for the time being, Alexa and the Wyatts are separated on 2 different islands and cannot directly go to each other right now. So even though Alexa is literally covered in head to toe with everything Wyatt universe related, it seems like both sides won't come together anytime soon. But like we've seen in years past, Alexa Bliss does get influenced by Bray and Howdy's energy that's surrounding her. They don't have to be physically around her at this point to influence and control her. Their energy just flows in her by now, so it'll be interesting to see if that's the path they decide to go in with Alexa Bliss. Will she start off somewhat normal, but descend right back into her madness and into a Wyatt Sicks member? WWE did the similar path for Alexa in 2022 and early 2023, but we never got to see the full payoff for that direction. So maybe they pick up from where they last left off at, and Alexa will continue to just enter the state of absolute madness as time goes on. Remember that we have not seen the Alexa Bliss character since the tragic loss of Bray Wyatt, so how is she handling it and managing such a big loss in her life? We saw how Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Sicks handled the loss and what that turned into. So what did Alexa turn into? Is the character really going to be okay all on her own mentally and emotionally? Or will she eventually fall deep into that desire to be next to Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt energy again? So that's why WWE's plan to scrap the instant reunion between Alexa and Howdy actually seems like a good idea. There's potential there for Alexa Bliss to just go through this entire character arc and journey that could be paid off in the end with a reunion with Howdy. So that's what's keeping them apart for the time being, and it makes sense. Just have their stories developed separately until they eventually cross paths and both potentially need each other again. So considering the Sicks in Lily's eye, considering Alexa's character still being obsessed with the Fiend in current day, carrying pieces of his attire to the ring, it surely looks like a Howdy and Alexa reunion just has to take place, but at a much later date down the line. As far as right here, right now for Alexa Bliss, the Royal Rumble did tease Alexa's first potential feud back. It was Liv Morgan who eliminated Alexa Bliss and stared at her down with an evil smile. This is kind of crazy because back in the fall, Lilly did appear in the background of a Liv Morgan segment. Here we're 4 months later, and Liv Morgan tosses Alexa Bliss out of the Rumble match on her first night back. A lot of fans are looking at Liv Morgan to be Alexa's first feud back, and judging by the elimination, it seems like we got a high chance of seeing that take place on Raw. Before this weekend, the last time Alexa and Liv shared the ring was back in 2022, in a friendly matter, as the both of them became close friends and formed a tag team. Well, obviously Liv Morgan is not the same person that Alexa remembers from all those years ago, so a feud between Alexa and Liv could revisit their 2022 history with each other and would be a pretty solid first feud back for Alexa Bliss. No doubt Liv Morgan was the superstar of the year in 2024, so if Alexa can come back and score a win over Liv Morgan, that's a pretty hefty win over a superstar that's been on a roll lately, and it would put Alexa Bliss back on track. We may not see Alexa with the Wyatts right away, but what we do have to watch out for right away is Lilly. Will Lilly be effective, have powers, and affect storylines like she used to? Or will she just be a merchandise prop for Alexa Bliss? As usual, there's just so many interesting things surrounding Alexa Bliss, and for the first time in over 2 years, she's back on WWE television. So we look forward to breaking her stories down here every week on Wrestling World CC. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.